if you are holding yourself back with that speed governor and you are like, okay, I want to go, but I don't know what will happen, man. I still don't know what will happen. At the end of the day, you find that time will run out on you. Time will run out on you, and utangalia nyuma 10 years, 30 years from now, you're still fucking stuck. Like, what the fuck? Where the fuck am I? Hello everyone, this is Alex. Welcome back to Alflexfit podcast. Today I have a very interesting topic that I want us to talk about, which is all about taking risk. And if you look very well, life is very dynamic. Maisha like unataka iende hivi, but at the end of the day inaenda venye inataka, simply because that is how life is literally. And something that I have learned is that kama una capacity ya take risk, at the end of the day you find that making progress is very slow. Because I don't believe there is someone mwenye hana dream ya achieve something big. I don't believe there is someone who doesn't desire to maybe build something for himself, or maybe build a company or buy a dream car or such kind of a thing. Sidhani kuna mtu kama huyo. I don't know. I have never met yet maybe. And unafaa understand that a lot of people who build something big, for instance, these big CEOs that we normally see online, watu kama akina Simon Kabu, people like those, watu kama Elon Musk or such kind of a thing, all of these people wakianza, unapata, all of them started from nothing, literally. Like, we say hana anything, you don't have anything. He just took a decision and it changed the trajectory of everything that his life followed up with. No. And that is how life is. If you can't take a drastic decision that your fear is holding you back, from getting to it, at the end of the day, come out manage to go past that fear, you find that you're held back. Your speed, it's like a speed governor to your dreams. You want your dreams, you want big mansions, like you have the energy, you have the big dream, but at the end of the day unapata unapika gear tu mdogo tu hapo, simply because you have this blockade of fear. You have this blockade of being like, okay, nikitokea hapa kutaenda aje, I don't know what will happen tomorrow. Like, sasa you get to a point that you are paralyzed and you don't take any action. And at the end of the day unapata you're not making progress, and yet, to make the matters worse, time is running out. There is nothing as bad as that. Time inasonga, but we usongi. Like, that thing should give you chills like crazy. Simply because unajua vizuri, the way time is moving, first of all, that time will never come back. Secondly, you are getting older. That means your chances of getting what you want are literally shrinking. The more you are getting older, the more your vigor, your energy is dwindling away, and such kind of a thing. No. And that is what I'm saying. As young people, tunafaa tujifunze how to take risk. Because ukiangalia most of young people, maybe hata wenye wali graduate campus and such kind of a thing, unapata mzee anatoka hapo anaenda home. Mzee amekaa home for 2 years, 3 years, 6 years, and at the end of the day, akiangalia nyuma for the 2 years, nothing is done. Like, hey, I spent 2 years. I'm 2 more years old. What the fuck has happened? And you get? That is what I'm saying. It's better you go out there, kitu ifanyike tu, but at the end of the day, if you don't have the money, you don't have the success, you don't have what you desire in life, at least you went out there and did something radical. And at the end of the day, you saw if this will work or it won't work. And that is how it works, simply because hawezi jua how life is out there. For instance, if you have a dream of building a company, at the end of the day, there is no way you can know if that dream is doable if you don't go out there and do it. Think about that. Because ukiangalia vizuri, at the end of the day, that dream is something that is in your mind. You aspire to maybe buy a BMW like me, BMW X7, You aspire to do big things, But at the end of the day, if you are holding yourself back with that speed governor and you are like, okay, I want to go, but I don't know what will happen, man. I still don't know what will happen. At the end of the day, you find that time will run out on you. Time will run out on you, and utangalia nyuma 10 years, 30 years from now, you're still fucking stuck. Like, what the fuck? Where the fuck am I? Where the fuck is my dream car? You know, you'll be asking yourself these questions, but you will forget the very answer was at this very point. Take the risk now. The sponsor of this video today is Unravel the Edges of Masculinity. This is a book that I wrote back in 2024. It has a lot of topics you can explore. As you know, guys, I don't have sponsors in the show. So with you supporting and grabbing a copy, I can be really grateful for you doing that. Grab your copy today. Delivery in all over Kenya. You can get your copy wherever you are at. If you are in Mombasa, Nairobi, wherever you are at, we deliver to that place. So grab a copy today. Back to the show. Time is not waiting for us. It is not waiting for the king. And that is what it is. That is how life operates. That is how ruthless time is. Simply because it is going, and at the same time, it is not coming back. And at the same time, you are getting older. That is something that we should all fear. Like, it should just give you chills and start taking action today. You know, at the other side of our fear, that is where our full potential lies. Kiangalia vizuri, if you fear maybe swimming, and yet you have a dream of one day you're going to be a great swimmer or such kind of a thing. At the end of the day, that fear, it is hindering you. And the more you wait, the more that fear intensifies. First of all, that is one thing. The more you wait, the more that fear grows. It intensifies. And the more you wait, that means more time is going, which you would have spent training how to swim. No. The same thing with life, the same thing with business, the same thing with the dreams that you have. The more you wait, the more you have fear to go out there and chase them. That is what it is. And guess what? The more time is running out on us. And that is something we have to think about. Tujitume majama, because at the end of the day, tunafaa tujue, like, nobody is coming to help us. Mimi nikikosa kuachieve that dream of buying my BMW X7, wewe utakuja uninunulie. As simple as that. Mamangu ataenda hapo chape kazi aninunulie. No. If I don't do it myself, I die without doing it. And to me, that is failure. And you get, to you, if you don't achieve that dream, at the end of the day, utajipata na regret. And that regret is a sign that you failed. And at the end of the day, unafaa pia ujue, if you have reached to that point of regret, unafaa ujue, that is a sign that you would still have to change. Regret is your guideline. If you regret something, if you regret maybe, I regret maybe wasting time, I regret maybe not studying for my exam, that is a guideline of telling you, go there and do what is necessary. Right now, not tomorrow, not I don't know when. Despite the fear that you have, despite the risk that you think it is not doable. And think about it. For instance, kama sai, I'm totally broke in the meantime. And I'm good. I'm broke, yes. But at the end of the day, if I allow fear to hold me back, if I allow the fear of taking a risk out of the common way of life, if I allow that fear to hold me back, at the end of the day, I won't achieve my dreams. That means, and yet, I still have nothing to lose. Say I'm broke, I have nothing to lose. Maybe this microphone or such kind of a thing. I'm broke, so nikikosa kujituma, it means I will lose in everything. The only chance that I have is for me to push myself, so that maybe it can happen that this podcast become the biggest in Africa, the biggest in, I don't know, but if I continue pushing, then I can live to find out. You get me? That is what I'm talking about, because life is like gambling. Because you don't know what will happen tomorrow. Means I don't know, maybe you can wake up tomorrow, you die, things can happen, literally. And that is how we have to accept life is. Na kama if you can't be in a position of pushing yourself today, unasema okay, at least I have to make something happen today. At least I have to make something out of the time that I have, the 24 hours that I have. Kama utafika time kama hiyo ya kuona okay, something needs to be done, despite of what I'm feeling, despite the fear that I have, despite the risk that I fear, at the end of the day, kama utafika hiyo point, time will run out on you. You will look back one day and you will have total disgust on yourself simply because you didn't push yourself. Because hakuna mtu atakuja kupush. Nobody is coming to tell you, okay, fight for your BMW. Hey, go out there and chase your... No, nobody. So you have to think about that simply because I found it concerning, because I'm in that point, literally, I'm in that point whereby I'm like, okay, I have to take some risk and such kind of a thing. And that fear is what I'm trying to share with you so that it gets out of me, because at the end of the day, when I share, I get to a position of maybe helping myself out of it. So it kind of like means I'm sharing to you to help you. At the same time, I'm helping me. So we are helping each other here. So thank you so much for staying to this very end of this podcast. I hope you learn something and just go out there and implement, because me, I want to see you, my boys out there. I want to see everybody who is following my videos, like everyone. I want us to engage in a society whereby we have the things that we want. Just imagine you're out there with people who you grounded with. Yani mlijituma mkuu group hivi, at the end of the day you find yourself, all of you have bought your dream cars, all of you have built big businesses. Like, what the fuck? That is very beautiful. Literally, that is my happiness, by the way, seeing my guys. I'm rolling with guys who have achieved something big. Like, that is something that really motivates me, and that is why I created Alflex Fitness in the first place. And by the way, for that, I would like to shout out to my group, that is Alflexfit. It's a WhatsApp group of which I will share the link down in the description of this video. So check it out so that you can join me. We can talk at a very personal level. We can share ideas and such kind of a thing. But by the way, I like people who we can talk. Yeah, as simple as that. Because kama hatuongei, there is no way we can build something. You know, kama hatuongei, like at the end of the day, there's no way we can do something with that. So I like people who we can talk together, and that's why this community is here. Click the link below, join the group, and also subscribe to this podcast. See you at the top. Adios.